So, Helldivers 2. I was looking at the VG5 School Discord server. I saw a message there. Somebody added me. And they said, hey, VG, how do you feel about the Helldivers 2 controversy and it being review bombed? So, here is the question here. And they said, is a negative response warranted? Are they no longer hypocrites for enjoying a live service game? Or was it a scummy move on Sony's part? I don't know what the hypocrisy thing is referring to. Possibly Suicide Squad, because, I made videos in the past talking about how, players like the games they like. It's not necessarily because of some of the concerns they have. It's just that they just prefer a game. And sometimes they won't just come out and say it, but they can. It's okay. So that's basically what it is. However, the tables seem to have turned. I didn't want to say anything about this whole issue. I've been watching it and I'm like, man, people are just discovering that, Sony and PlayStation are not the most consumer-friendly companies out there. I've been saying this for a long time, but many people who are associated with PlayStation will somehow, take offense to it. There's no need. I'm not attacking you. I'm actually trying to figure out in my mind why they keep doing and making these anti-consumer practices. But it seems like as the tables turned, things have now gone back to Zen. So, Peter Ovo, I just saw your post, and I saw another post from another YouTuber where this tweet from PlayStation is on the front end. I'm going to go ahead and read it and credit the people that actually posted it. I know PlayStation, they posted it, but credit to you guys because it's your feed that I saw. And PlayStation said themselves from their own official PlayStation account, Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6 update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and current players beginning May 30, will not be moving forward. Basically, we cannot afford to get a beating while Starfield, top 10 bestseller on Steam last year. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Ladies and gentlemen, bring your business to a platform that is not interested in hamstringing you. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans. Again, I say this all the time. Whenever I kind of evaluated what these ecosystems were trying to do when I looked at the PC platform, not necessarily from this position of like them being able to even, take away benefits that have been given to you or not have any ebbs and flow in their business, because this is what this was. In fact, when I actually wanted to make this video this morning, I actually fired up this thing trying to say, I think PlayStation is a very stiff-necked company. They don't understand the ebbs and flow of business, and I think they're going to learn very, very fast that this thing is not necessarily the way it goes. I'm looking at you, Nintendo. Y'all keep thinking Nintendo is like some, sacred cow. They are going to learn very soon as the market starts changing. You guys are going to start seeing things. So now it's time for the Nintendo, because PlayStation has capitulated to the PC, base. That's it. We already have them basically singing the songs that we want to hear. It's simply because PC has thrived, especially to those who've served PC. That's from the hardware and the software side. They've thrived from being pro-consumer. Steam maintained a largely pro-consumer, pipeline. Even Xbox, when they were first starting out, they wanted people to be paying for Xbox Online on PC, and PC players are like, get the heck out of here. And so they had to take a pro-consumer stand already because, PlayStation was dominating in the market, but now that dominance has already been wiped out. There's no longer any dominance in that sense. Why? Because, like I've said many a time, third-party developers are publishing and making bestsellers in the exact same year that PlayStation is releasing some of their biggest games. You see Hogwarts Legacy here. Hogwarts Legacy came out and just wiped the floor with everything from February with all the controversy. This is Warner Brothers of all companies. I mean, yeah, they had Harry Potter, but still, you got to think about all of the different IPs that are just sitting there that are heavy hitters that God of War will have to capitulate to at any moment. If God of War and this game came out in the exact same year, this game would have smoked it. That's what you have to look at. Like, what is the top seller? What is the biggest seller on PlayStation's lineup? Spider-Man? This game smoked Spider-Man. Yes, they came out, in two different time zones, in two different time frames. But Spider-Man has been on the market long enough for us to be able to see any, movement. But this game being available everywhere, even the Switch, has smoked it. That is the market that we're in. This is what I think your AAA budget should be used for. Get your game anywhere that you can, not put it as an exclusive, because that's a player base that they cannot afford to lose. And I remember when Matt Piscatella actually talked about this. Matt Piscatella said, when they looked at the data, and I wanted to bring this up, in a different video, but, people were arguing and just being silly. Piscatella said if there was not a PC audience, that Helldivers 2 would not have basically, been able to make it to where it needed to be, right? That's basically what was going on. That's basically what, was going on. And people were arguing and saying, oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, the protest seems to have actually worked. Now, I'm not a fan of review bombing. Don't get me wrong. And I know Quattros, your question asked me about review bombing. I'm not a fan about review bombing. Does that make sense? But I think what really pushed the needle was not just the review bombing, but the refunds. Steam looked and said, if these people did not get a mandatory requirement to play this game at launch, this is a legal nightmare for us. We're cutting bait and we're going. So Steam was like, you can have your money back. PlayStation was thinking Steam was going to be like, nah, you don't play 200 hours, so you can't get your money back. Nah. PlayStation, you guys are going to have to, kind of loosen up a little bit. I want PlayStation to win on PC. I've been saying it. You guys are not, many of you are not listening. You're like, if PlayStation comes to PC day one, they lose their edge in the console market. They've already lost their edge in the console market. What do they have to present to anybody that is so fascinating? PC hardware is smoking all the console hardware every 2 minutes. Like literally. When the next console hardware drops, especially with the movement that we've seen with AMD and NVIDIA and Intel, because Intel jumped in the game. That's another thing that blew up this whole thing. NVIDIA and Intel were fighting on the CPU side for the longest time. Intel was kind of winning, and NVIDIA stepped up their game. Then NVIDIA, AMD, sorry. Then AMD decided to go with the GPU side, and now the GPU market is so beautiful. I can't imagine ever recommending a console to anybody, especially even after this. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's all choice anyways. Astro Cyborg said this here. He said, imagine if PC players stayed quiet like the fanboys wanted. Kudos to all the PC gamers. Hey, man, I've never engaged in any of this stuff. I've just watched because I kind of know how the PC community kind of works. A lot of people there don't think like, or, act like other gamers that you would see. Like, I've seen a lot of other gamers. They would say stuff, and even though there might be PC gamers who play on other platforms, when they come on PC, they maintain that, that I'm coming here to game. I'm not coming here for this BS that this company is going to come and do something. So, man, PlayStation, if you want to continue to do this to your console owners, I will continue to warn them, but it will probably not work for you on the second largest player base that is in existence right now. This is what I call a consumer win for anyone, even for you guys on the PlayStation platform. And me too, I'm on PlayStation as well. Now, the next move is to protest PlayStation Plus. Why we have to subscribe to play a game online when the PC players don't have to do that. I wonder why. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate you guys so much. Leave your comments in the comment section, and hopefully we'll talk pretty soon in another one. Peace out.